there, my love. Are you looking for snacks?
So I used to be obsessed with missing cat posters. I would take photos of them and try and connect with them and see if I could energetically find them. I could scan the land until one specific cat connected in, which is what I teach in my photo bridge course. And knowing the neighborhood, I was living in Seoul in South Korea at the time, I knew exactly which road she'd been down, and I could see based on the markers that she showed me visually in my mind's eye where she turned left, where she turned right, and what she was hiding, wherever she was. I decided just to risk it. Let me just try. I'm here, I'm training myself. This is my kind of like thing that I'm doing at the moment. I'm trying to train my perception. And I found her, okay? And it was crazy to even find her, because that also encouraged me a whole lot. Like, wow, this actually works. She was there. She was not scared or anything. She was fine, actually. And I asked her, like, do you want to go home? And she ended up showing me a bunch of pictures and images around the situation in her house. And she didn't like her owner's new partner. She said all sorts of things I won't get into, but it was kind of a little bit borderline abusive for her to be there. And I just thought in that moment, like, how could I bring this being back to a place, that like I have no right to do that in a way. Like that's what I thought at the time. And I couldn't bear that, just catching her and then forcing her to go and live in a place that clearly she had left. She said, I'm not missing, I left. So now when I see those missing posters, that's the very first question that I asked. Are you missing? Oh, actually, I ask if they're dead or alive first, but then I ask, are you missing or did you leave? Do you need to be found? Do you want to be found? And I don't really go on the hunt for them anymore after that. But apart from a couple times when someone's really desperately asked me to try, it reminded me that they have a choice. We might think of them as something that we own or lives in our house and we lock the door or something. But actually, it's not like that. They're literally choosing. And that cat told me she took her chance to leave when the front door was open one morning, and she was just like, I'm out of here. Peace. You guys have your trauma and drama. I'm going to go and live in the mountain. And she did, so yeah.